for you! Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and I am a shameless fan of getting free stuff. And this is actually something new. This is the first time anyone has offered to pay me to show off free stuff, which is cool. I've finally made it big, or completely sold out, depending on how you feel about that. But I'm trying to save up to buy a house and build my own Nerf arena, so deal with it. This company, The Ridge Wallet, reached out to me and asked if I would be willing to do a couple of videos showing off their primary product, and if I was willing to, they would pay me piles of cashy money, not piles of cashy money, but money, as well as send me any items that they had on their website that I really wanted. And I said that sounds fantastic because they had some really neat stuff. So, this is just the loot reveal showing off the items they gave me, which they haven't actually asked me to do a video on, but I like showing off the free stuff that people send me because I appreciate it. So, brief overview on the 2 items that they sent me that they don't want advertised, and then a very brief look at the item that will then show up in other videos, which is, I'm gonna have fun with it. The first item I'm gonna show off is this. I've been meaning to get something similar to this for a while. I have some really cheap versions, but this is a much more high quality version. This is a portable power bank, and this is actually a 10,000 milliamp one, which is fantastic. And it can be used to charge phones, iPads, even laptops. I will be using it for my GoPro, because my GoPro can record about 30 hours of footage, but only has about a 2-hour battery life, because it's one of the small ones. So using this, I should be able to charge it 2 or 3 times and get a lot more footage out of my camera. So it's pretty shiny. It's 10,000 milliamp, like I said. It's still fairly small. It's the size of my phone. I think it's actually a little smaller than my phone. So I'll be able to put it in the phone holders that I have on my tack gear quite nicely, and then be able to charge my camera off of it whenever I, in between rounds or whatever. And it has all of the major ports currently being used by just about any major device. For output, you can either output to just standard USB-A, which is what most of your charging cables are going to have on one end. Anyway, you can also actually output to USB-C as well, but for charging this thing, you can use either micro USB, Lightning, or USB-C. So whether you have an older Galaxy, a newer Galaxy, or an iPhone, you can use their cords to charge this device and then plug a USB with that same opposite port to charge your device. So that is fantastic. My GoPro is USB-C, so the same cord that I use for it, I can definitely use for this in either direction. So that is actually really, really cool. It looks like it may have, there's a slot here for what looks like it was supposed to hold an adapter, but this one didn't come with one. They may not need it anymore. It may be an old option, but that is pretty cool. They've got those on their website, ridgewallet.com. I'll have all the links in the description, of course. And then we have this item. And this was another one that I was actually really excited about because people have been telling me I needed to get something like this. And here was an option, and this is a knife. Fairly simple, very, very Spartan in design pocket knife. It's got a little tab for flipping it out. It locks in place. It's got a belt clip. Very simple. And at first I thought it was too simple, like strangely simple. How unornamented, how simple the handle was. It didn't have any kind of a, an ergonomic grip or anything. And then it struck me just how magnificent this knife really was for my purposes, because this knife, that's right, is designed to fit in molly straps. That is awesome. It fits perfectly, which is just fantastic. So yeah, I definitely decided I wanted to grab that. I think that was actually one of the more expensive items of the ones that they sent me. I could be wrong, but yeah, that will definitely become a staple of my gear because I often find myself needing a knife, and I've never had one in my gear before. I did have one in the utility tool that I had in my admin pouch, but that has since wandered off. Anyway, so those 2 items, and then the final item is, of course, the wallet, which I'm not going to show off just yet. You can see the picture on the box, but it will show up in future videos. But it is an RFID shielded card wallet. It's designed to hold your cards. It also has a couple of other neat features that we will see in the near future, possibly in a video that will be coming out pretty much right after this one. So, stay tuned for that. They'll show up in a couple of videos, and I'll go over all of its very features and put it through some stress testing. It's going to get shot with Nerf stuff, but that's going to be fun. So, stay tuned for that. Thank you so much, The Ridge, for sending me all of this nifty stuff, and I look forward to showing off your wallet in some future videos. Thank you for watching. Loot! Get loot! Ha! My loot!